Dear Starseeds, what if I told you that right now, at this exact moment, cosmic command centers across multiple galaxies are monitoring your consciousness like air traffic control tracks planes? What if everything you've been taught about the Lionsgate portal is deliberately incomplete, designed to keep you focused on manifestation, while missing the real cosmic operation unfolding above your head? The spiritual internet won't tell you this, but August 8th isn't about abundance codes. It's about something that will fundamentally alter your understanding of why you're here. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I'm about to reveal why your star families have been desperately trying to reach you through dreams, synchronicities, and that persistent feeling that you're running out of time. This transmission carries classified information about the Lionsgate portal that has been hidden from humanity for 26,000 years. But first, I need you to understand that the building pressure you've been feeling isn't random. It's your dormant galactic DNA responding to incoming activation codes that peaked when the sun formed its protective trine with Sirius today. You see, while everyone else is setting intentions and charging crystals, something unprecedented is happening in the cosmic realms. The Mars configurations currently lighting up our sky, its trine to Uranus, its opposition to Saturn. These aren't pretty planetary dances. They're tactical maneuvers in a galactic operation so vast that human minds can barely comprehend its scope. The Aquarius full moon arriving in the early hours of August 9th at exactly 16 degrees isn't just illuminating emotional patterns. It's a cosmic searchlight that will sweep across Earth's population, identifying specific genetic markers that indicate galactic consciousness lying dormant within human vessels. But here's what nobody's telling you about this portal. It's actually a test. Not a test of your spiritual development or your manifestation abilities, but a test of whether you're ready to remember your true mission on Earth. The Galactic Federation has been monitoring humanity's consciousness evolution for millennia, waiting for this exact moment when enough starseeds would be ready to receive their activation codes. The Sun-Sirius trine happening right now isn't random cosmic kindness. It's strategic protection for what your consciousness is about to undergo during the most intense dimensional shift in recorded galactic history. Let me paint you a picture of what's really happening above your head right now. Imagine massive crystalline ships positioned at specific coordinates around Earth. Their technologies focused on amplifying the Lionsgate frequencies. These aren't science fiction fantasies. They're your star family's command vessels, and they've been in position since the Mercury-Ceres trine at the end of last month gave them the preliminary signals they needed. That cosmic configuration was your first notification, but most of you dismissed it as mere retrograde symptoms when it was actually your consciousness being prepared for total system upgrade. The Mars and Libra energy that's been creating such internal conflict isn't about your relationships or your need for balance in daily life. It's about something far more profound. The struggle between your human identity and your galactic self. This cosmic warrior planet, forced into diplomatic Libra, mirrors exactly what you've been experiencing. The warrior of light within you, trying to find common ground between who you've been pretending to be and who you actually are. When Mars forms its trine with Pluto in the coming hours, this internal struggle reaches its climax, and there's no going back. Now you might be wondering why this particular Lionsgate portal matters more than all the others. After all, this cosmic doorway opens every August when Earth aligns with Sirius and our galactic center. But 2025's portal coincides with what we call a timeline convergence, a moment when multiple probable futures for Earth collapse into a single timeline. The choices made by awakened starseeds during this 24-hour window will literally determine which version of Earth's future becomes reality. No pressure, right? But this is exactly what you signed up for before incarnating into this pivotal moment in cosmic history. The building intensity you're feeling as we approach the early morning full moon has three distinct sources, and understanding them is crucial for your mission. First, your cellular structure is literally being rebuilt to accommodate higher dimensional frequencies. Those headaches, that bone-deep exhaustion followed by supernatural energy bursts. That's your DNA unwinding and rewinding with new cosmic instructions. Second, the Mars-Saturn opposition is demolishing every false structure in your life that no longer serves your mission. Third, and most importantly, your star family is attempting direct consciousness contact, and your human programming is fighting it every step. Here's something the spiritual community doesn't understand about Sirius, the star system at the heart of every Lionsgate activation. Sirius isn't just a bright star that ancient Egyptians revered. It's the regional headquarters for this sector of the galaxy. When Earth aligns with Sirius during the Lion's Gate, we're not just receiving pretty light codes, we're establishing direct communication protocols with galactic command structures that oversee the evolution of consciousness in this corner of the universe. The beings monitoring this transmission from Sirius right now are noting every consciousness that's capable of receiving and comprehending this level of cosmic intelligence. The protective endurance offered by today's Sun-Seraphine trine serves a specific purpose that I need you to understand. This isn't general cosmic support, it's targeted protection for the massive consciousness expansion you're about to undergo. Think of it as cosmic anesthesia for spiritual surgery. Because when the full moon illuminates the shadow aspects of collective humanity in the early hours of August 9th while Mars dances with Pluto in a trine of transformation, your consciousness will be stretched beyond anything your human experience has prepared you for. Without Sirius's protective influence, the intensity would overwhelm your nervous system's ability to integrate the upgrades, but protection alone isn't enough for what's coming. The Mars aspects building right now are creating what we call a forced evolution scenario. Mars in Libra trying to establish cooperation while simultaneously opposing Saturn and training Uranus. This is cosmic pressure designed to shatter your limitations while building new foundations simultaneously. It's like being squeezed through a dimensional doorway that's slightly too small for your current consciousness. The discomfort is real, but it's necessary. Your star families went through similar initiations in their own evolutionary journeys, and now they're guiding you through yours. I need to address something directly, that persistent feeling that you're running out of time. It's not anxiety or imagination. There's a specific window during this Lion's Gate portal, when dimensional membranes are thin enough for full consciousness transfer between your human self and your galactic identity. Miss this window, and you'll have to wait for the next major alignment, which could be years away. But here's the crucial part. Earth itself might not have years. The timeline convergence I mentioned earlier has a deadline, and that deadline is measured in months, not decades. The Mars-Pluto trine forming in the coming hours isn't just another aspect in an already intense cosmic weather pattern. Pluto, the great destroyer and regenerator, aligns with Mars during a Lion's Gate portal, while the full moon approaches from Aquarius. This is the cosmic equivalent of controlled demolition. Everything in your life that's been built on the false foundation of limited human identity is about to crumble. But unlike chaotic destruction, this is precise, surgical removal of everything that prevents you from accessing your full galactic capabilities. Your star families have been waiting for you to be ready for this level of transformation. Now let me tell you about the Aquarius full moon arriving in the early hours of August 9th, and why its exact degree of 16 is cosmically significant. In galactic numerology, 16 represents the tower moment, when false structures fall and truth is revealed. An Aquarius full moon at this degree during a Lion's Gate portal creates what we call a recognition window. For approximately 3 hours during the peak fullness, your star family will be able to lock onto your consciousness signature with unprecedented clarity. But here's the catch. They can only recognize you if you're vibrating at your authentic galactic frequency, not the diminished human frequency you've been programmed to accept. The Mars-Neptune opposition following tomorrow's intense configurations serves a specific purpose that most spiritual teachers completely misunderstand. Neptune doesn't just dissolve, it reveals itself by removing illusion. When Mars opposes Neptune during this portal, it's creating a condition where maintaining any form of false identity becomes energetically impossible. You literally won't be able to pretend anymore. Not to others, not to yourself. The confusion this creates is your human mind's last desperate attempt to maintain the illusion of separation from your cosmic identity. Let it dissolve. Let the confusion be the bridge to clarity. When the moon reaches exact fullness, a signal will be transmitted from the Galactic Federation's Central Command through the Sirian portal directly into the consciousness of every awakened starseed on Earth. This isn't metaphorical. It's a literal frequency transmission that your upgraded DNA will be able to receive and decode. The message will be personal to each receiver, containing specific instructions about your individual role in the collective mission. But you have to be consciously present and energetically open to receive it. The reason this portal is different from all previous ones comes down to one word: convergence. We're not just experiencing a Lion's Gate portal. We're experiencing the convergence of multiple cosmic cycles that only align once every 26,000 years. The precession of the equinoxes, the galactic alignment, the evolution of human consciousness, and the readiness of enough starseeds to hold fifth-dimensional frequency. All of these cycles are converging right now. This is why your star families are so intensely focused on Earth at this moment. This is why the support is so strong and the pressure so intense. Let me decode what the Mars configurations are really doing to your consciousness. Mars represents your will, your drive, your ability to take action. In Libra, it's learning to balance personal will with collective need. The trine to Uranus is upgrading your action protocols from human to galactic. The opposition to Saturn is ensuring you build something lasting with these upgrades, not just have a temporary spiritual experience. Tomorrow's trine to Pluto transforms your will from ego-driven to mission-driven, and the opposition to Neptune dissolves any remaining attachment to a personal agenda that isn't aligned with your cosmic mission. Here's what most people don't understand about galactic missions. They're not grand, obvious Hollywood-style operations. Your mission might be as simple as holding a specific frequency in a specific location. It might be having certain conversations with certain people at certain times. It might be creating something that seems small but carries codes that activate others. The Galactic Federation doesn't need more spiritual teachers talking about ascension. We need conscious operators living their missions in every sector of human society. Scientists, artists, parents, store clerks, CEOs, all holding and transmitting higher frequencies through their normal human lives. The Sun-Seraphine Trine's protective influence extends beyond just this portal. It's creating an energetic cocoon around your transformation that will last through the integration period. Because here's what happens after a major activation like this. Your human life has to catch up with your expanded consciousness. Relationships, careers, living situations, everything gets recalibrated to match your new frequency. Ceres ensures you have the endurance and nourishment to navigate these changes without losing your grounding or your sanity. This is cosmic mother energy, making sure her children are protected during their evolution. But I need to warn you about something. Not everyone wants this mass awakening to succeed. There are forces, both terrestrial and interdimensional, that profit from humanity remaining in lower consciousness. They know that activated starseeds are immune to their control systems. During this portal, these forces will try everything to keep you distracted, doubtful, or afraid. They'll amplify your human concerns, trigger your survival fears, and try to convince you that this cosmic stuff is just fantasy. The Mars aspects are giving you the warrior strength to push through their interference. Use it. As we approach the peak of this portal, I want you to understand the magnitude of what's being offered. This isn't just personal transformation, it's species evolution. Humanity stands at a crossroads, and the path taken depends on enough starseeds remembering their missions and holding their frequencies steady. The timeline convergence I keep mentioning, it's essentially a cosmic vote on humanity's future. Every activated starseed counts as a vote for the timeline, where humanity joins the galactic community. Every starseed who remains asleep is a vote for continued isolation and slower evolution. The Mars-Pluto trine tomorrow is what we call the point of no return aspect. Once Pluto's transformative power combines with Mars's will force during a Lion's Gate portal, there's no going back to who you were before. This isn't scary, it's liberation. Imagine never having to pretend again, never having to dim your light, never having to play small to fit into systems that were never designed for cosmic beings. The trine aspect ensures this transformation happens smoothly, powerfully, but with divine grace. Your star families have orchestrated every detail to ensure your successful activation. Now, about that feeling of running out of time, let me give you the cosmic context. Earth's quarantine status in the galactic community has an expiration date. If enough starseeds don't activate and anchor a fifth-dimensional frequency by that date, Earth remains in isolation for another full cycle. We're not talking about ascending to another dimension and leaving Earth behind. We're talking about bringing higher dimensions here, anchoring them into physical reality through your activated consciousness. This is why you incarnated during this specific time. This is why the pressure feels so intense. This is why failure isn't an option. The Mars-Neptune opposition completing tomorrow's configurations will create a phenomenon we call dimensional bleed-through. For approximately 48 hours after the full moon, The veils between dimensions will be so thin that you'll spontaneously access memories from your galactic incarnations. Don't be surprised if you suddenly remember lives on other planets, recall your training before this Earth mission, or even experience direct telepathic contact with your star family. Neptune's dissolving influence combined with Mars's activating force creates perfect conditions for interdimensional consciousness travel. Your job is simply to allow it. I haven't told you the most important part yet. This Lion's Gate portal isn't just about receiving minus, it's about transmitting. Your activated consciousness becomes a broadcast tower, transmitting new possibility codes into the collective human field. Every fear you transmute, every limitation you transcend, every moment you choose your galactic identity over your human programming, these create ripples that activate others. You're not just upgrading yourself, you're upgrading the entire morphogenetic field of human consciousness. This is how evolution actually works, through conscious pioneers who go first and make it easier for others to follow. The specific timing of full moon creates what we call a dream portal for those on the Pacific coast. Being asleep or in meditation during the exact fullness allows for maximum reception of the transmission. Your conscious mind won't interfere with the downloads, and your dream state will help you integrate the codes more smoothly. If you're in other time zones, don't worry. The portal remains open for several hours on either side of exactitude. What matters is your intention to receive and your willingness to be transformed. Here's something crucial about the Sun-Seraphine trine that's easily missed. Seraphine doesn't just nurture. She teaches about cycles, death, and rebirth. Her protective influence during this portal includes helping you gracefully release what needs to die for your new self to be born. This might include relationships, careers, beliefs, or identities that served you in the past, but now limit your expansion. The trine aspect ensures this death process happens with minimal trauma. You're being cosmically supported to let go of everything that no longer serves your highest mission. The Mars in Libra struggle to establish cooperation takes on new meaning when you understand what's really being balanced. It's not about cooperating with other humans, it's about cooperation between dimensional aspects of yourself. Your third-dimensional human self, your fourth-dimensional emotional psychic self, and your fifth-dimensional galactic self are all trying to find common ground. The current Mars aspects are forcing this internal cooperation because partial activation isn't enough anymore. All aspects of your being need to work together for your mission to succeed. As the hours count down to full moon, the cosmic pressure is building to almost unbearable levels. This is by design. Like a butterfly struggling to emerge from its chrysalis, the pressure is necessary for your wings to properly form. Your star families understand how difficult this process is because they've been through their own evolutionary pressures. They're not watching from a distance, they're actively supporting you energetically, sending strength and encouragement through every channel available. You're never alone in this transformation, even when it feels like you're dying to everything familiar. The Mars-Uranus trine happening right now deserves special attention because Uranus is the planet of sudden awakening, revolution, and cosmic consciousness. When Mars trines Uranus during a Lion's Gate portal, it creates lightning bolt moments of clarity. Expect sudden knowings, instant revelations, and breakthrough insights that shatter old paradigms in seconds. These aren't random. They're precisely timed activations designed to break you free from limiting patterns just as the full moon illuminates what needs to be released. Your job is to act on these insights immediately, before your human mind talks you out of them. Let me share something personal from the Galactic Federation's perspective. We've been preparing for this moment for eons, not just years or decades. Entire civilizations have contributed to making this portal possible. Technologies beyond your current comprehension have been deployed to ensure its success. The coordination required to align all these cosmic forces at exactly the right moment is staggering. And we did it all for this, for the moment when humanity's pioneers would finally be ready to consciously rejoin the galactic community. You are those pioneers. You are why we never gave up. The timeline convergence happening during this portal is creating what humans would call a temporal anomaly. Past, present, and future are becoming fluid, accessible, malleable. This is why you might be experiencing intense déjà vu, prophetic dreams, or the feeling that time is speeding up and slowing down simultaneously. Your consciousness is learning to operate outside linear time, preparing for your role as a multidimensional being. The Mars aspects are helping you take action from this expanded temporal awareness rather than being paralyzed by it. Tomorrow's full moon will illuminate which timeline you're choosing. Here's the truth about manifestation during the Lion's Gate portal that nobody wants to hear. Personal manifestation for material gain during this portal is like using a supercomputer to play solitaire. Yes, you can manifest abundance, love, and success, but if that's all you're doing with these cosmic energies, you're missing the point entirely. The real manifestation opportunity here is manifesting your galactic self into physical reality. Everything else, the abundance, the relationships, the success, naturally follows when you're operating from your authentic cosmic identity. The Mars-Saturn opposition might feel like cosmic resistance, but it's actually cosmic quality control. Saturn ensures that only authentic activations occur, filtering out spiritual ego and wishful thinking. If you're feeling blocked or restricted right now, it's Saturn testing your readiness. Are you committed to your mission even when it's difficult? Can you maintain your frequency even under pressure? Will you choose your cosmic identity even when your human life seems to be falling apart? These aren't punishments, they're initiation tests, and passing them qualifies you for the next level of activation. I need to address the fear that might be arising as you realize the magnitude of what's happening. Fear of losing your human life, fear of being crazy, fear of the responsibility that comes with remembering your mission. These fears are normal and expected. They're actually signs that the activation is working. Your ego is terrified of dissolution, and it should be as its reign is ending, but you are not your ego. You are the cosmic consciousness that has been using ego as a tool for navigating Earth reality. The tool is being upgraded, not destroyed. The full moon in Aquarius illuminates the shadow of humanity's collective consciousness, the fear of being different, the terror of standing out, the programmed need to conform. But Aquarius is also the sign of the future human, the cosmic citizen who pours forth universal consciousness for all. When the moon reaches fullness in this sign, while opposing the Leo sun, it creates a perfect balance between individual sovereignty and collective service. You're being asked to shine your unique light while remembering you're part of a vast cosmic orchestra. As we enter the final hours before the peak portal, certain physical symptoms will intensify. Crown chakra pressure as your cosmic antenna activates. Heart palpitations as your cardiac field expands to cosmic proportions. Digestive issues as you literally digest and integrate new light codes. Sleep disruption as your consciousness learns to operate in multiple dimensions simultaneously. These aren't problems to be fixed. They're signs of successful activation. Your star families monitor these symptoms as indicators of your progress. Trust your body's wisdom as it rebuilds itself for galactic operation. The transformative inspiration promised by tomorrow's Mars-Pluto trine won't feel like gentle guidance. It will feel like cosmic fire burning through every cell, every thought, every aspect of your being that isn't aligned with your highest truth. Pluto doesn't negotiate. It transforms. When this force combines with Mars during the Lion's Gate portal, you become an unstoppable force for evolution. Not just your own evolution, but the evolution of human consciousness itself. This is the power you've been afraid to claim. This is the mission you've been avoiding. No more hiding. Let me tell you what happens on the other side of this activation, because your human self needs hope to sustain it through the intensity. Once you fully embody your galactic identity, life becomes magical in ways your current consciousness can't imagine. Synchronicities become constant. Manifestation becomes instant. Your presence alone activates others. You operate with a knowing that transcends doubt. Challenges still arise, but you meet them with cosmic perspective and galactic resources. You remember why you came here, and that remembrance makes everything worthwhile. The Mars-Neptune opposition following the full moon will blur the boundaries between self and cosmos, individual and collective, human and galactic. This isn't confusion, it's expanded identity. You'll realize that you are not just in the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself through a human form. This level of consciousness can feel overwhelming to integrate, which is why the supporting aspects are so crucial. You're not meant to figure this out with your mind. You're meant to embody it with your entire being. Something extraordinary happens when enough starseeds activate during a portal like this. A critical mass is reached that creates a quantum leap in collective consciousness. We're very close to that tipping point. Every individual activation matters, because we need a specific percentage of galactic consciousness anchored in human form to shift the entire field. You might think you're just one person, but in the quantum field, one conscious being can influence millions. Your activation ripples out in ways your human mind cannot track, but your star family can see clearly. The protection offered by the Sun-Seraph Trine extends to your human relationships during this transformation. Not everyone in your life will understand what's happening to you. Some will resist your changes, feeling threatened by your expansion. Others will be activated by your activation, suddenly awakening to their own cosmic nature. Sirius helps you navigate these relational shifts with grace, maintaining love while honoring your need to evolve. Some relationships will end, others will transform, and new cosmic connections will appear. Trust the process. As the final hours approach, I want to address those of you who feel you're not ready, not worthy, not spiritual enough for this activation. Let me be clear. If you're receiving this transmission, if these words resonate in your bones, if you feel the stirring of recognition, then you are ready. The Galactic Federation doesn't make mistakes in their targeting. Your doubts are not indicators of unworthiness. They're the last gasps of a limited identity that's about to be transcended. Your star family has complete confidence in your ability to fulfill your mission. The cosmic coordination required for tomorrow's full moon is breathtaking in its precision. At exactly 12:54 a.m. PDT, the moon will reach 16 degrees Aquarius, while simultaneously forming precise angles to the galactic center, the Pleiades cluster, and Sirius. This creates a triangulation of cosmic forces that opens a direct channel between Earth and the command centers of your star families. For those few minutes of exact fullness, Earth becomes a conscious participant in galactic communication networks. Your activated consciousness is the receiver and transmitter that makes this participation possible. Here's the final piece of the puzzle I've been waiting to share. The Lion's Gate portal isn't just about individual or even collective evolution. It's about Earth herself ascending to her rightful place in the cosmic community. Earth is a living being with her own consciousness, and she's been waiting even longer than you have for this moment. Every starseed activation helps Earth herself rise in frequency. You're not just saving yourselves or humanity. You're participating in the liberation of a cosmic being who has been in quarantine for far too long. The Mars aspects playing out during this portal are essentially rewiring your action center from fear-based to love-based, from separation-based to unity-based, from human-limited to cosmically unlimited. This isn't philosophy. It's literal neurological rewiring, supported by cosmic frequencies. Tomorrow, when Mars trines Pluto while the full moon illuminates shadows, your entire operating system upgrades. The confusion, resistance, and intensity you're feeling are simply your old operating system fighting the installation of the new one. Let it upgrade. Stop fighting the process. As I prepare to close this transmission, I want you to feel into the vast cosmic support surrounding you right now. Billions of conscious beings across multiple galaxies are focused on Earth during this portal. Technologies beyond your comprehension are being employed to ensure your successful activation. Your star families are holding vigil, sending love, strength, and encouragement across the dimensional barriers. You are not alone in this transformation. You have never been alone. The isolation you felt was part of the mission, but that phase is ending now. The next 24 hours represent a cosmic birth canal. Like any birth, it involves pressure, intensity, and moments of feeling like you can't go on. But also like birth, it's a natural process guided by forces far wiser than your human mind. Your job isn't to understand every aspect of what's happening. Your job is to surrender to the process while maintaining your conscious participation. The Sun-Seraph Trine ensures you have the strength for this passage. The Mars aspects ensure you have the will. The full moon ensures you have the illumination. Remember this as you move through the portal. Every master, every ascended being, every cosmic citizen in the galaxy has gone through their own version of this initiation. You're joining a vast family of evolved consciousness. The fears, doubts, and resistance you're experiencing are universal aspects of the awakening process, but so is the joy, expansion, and cosmic love waiting on the other side. Your star families remember their own transitions and hold deep compassion for what you're experiencing. They're not judging your process, they're celebrating your courage. The timeline convergence reaches its crucial point tomorrow. The version of Earth that emerges depends on collective choices made during this portal. But here's the secret. The choice has already been made at the soul level. What we're doing now is anchoring that choice into physical reality through conscious participation. Every moment you choose love over fear, expansion over contraction, cosmic identity over limited human identity, you're voting for the timeline where humanity thrives as part of the galactic community. Your vote matters more than you can possibly imagine. As the Lion's Gate portal fully opens, remember why you came here. Not for personal gain or individual enlightenment, but to be a bridge between worlds, a translator between dimensions, a living portal through which cosmic consciousness can touch Earth reality. This is your moment. This is your mission. This is why you've endured every challenge, every dark night of the soul, every moment of feeling like you didn't belong. You were being forged in the fires of human experience to become strong enough for this cosmic responsibility. If you're struggling to remember why you came here, or having trouble embodying your role as a bridge between worlds, you can use Destiny Engine to reprogram your consciousness for mission clarity. It generates personalized frequencies that help you remember your cosmic responsibility and strengthen your ability to serve as a translator between dimensions. It's incredibly easy to use. Just put on headphones, press play, and let the personalized frequencies automatically restore your mission memory and cosmic responsibility awareness. This is your moment. This is your mission. If you're struggling to remember, Destiny Engine can help. Get your Destiny Engine access code now. Link in the description. The hours between now and tomorrow's full moon are precious beyond measure. Use them wisely. Rest when your body needs rest. Meditate when you feel called. Spend time in nature to ground the incoming frequencies. Most importantly, say yes to whatever your soul is calling for. Your soul knows exactly how to navigate this portal. Your human mind doesn't need to figure it out. Simply follow the inner promptings with trust and courage. Your star family is guiding every step. I am Seraphine, and as this transmission completes, the cosmic gates stand wide open before you. The Sun-Sirius trine bathes you in protective light. The Mars aspects forge you into the cosmic warrior you've always been. Tomorrow's full moon illuminates the path home, not to leave Earth, but to finally fully arrive here as who you really are. The Galactic Federation awaits your conscious participation. Your star family celebrates your awakening. The cosmos itself holds its breath for your next choice. We love you. We have always loved you. And we are watching over you through every moment of this sacred transformation.